Alright, I left this guy's packaging in the other room, but you know where you can find his packaging? Do you? Google. Google has his packaging.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Anyway, this is Studio Series Constructicon Scrapper. I actually like this design. He's different from the other ones. Actually looks like a robot instead of just a pile of parts, unlike some of the other ones. But he has some good things, and he has some bad things, and he has some weird things, and let's get into that. The head, well, you see me spinning them around. This is what it looks like. I like the design of this. My main issue, my main gripe, let's get that out of the way. No ankle pivot. They haven't incorporated universal ankle pivot into Studio Series, so he doesn't have it. But they tried to make him be able to at least pose accurately, however you put his legs. Well, let's get into the articulation. He has this neck thing right here that can go up or down and up. The head is on its own ball joint, so the head can go up and look up that much. You can actually look down that much without even the use of this. And there's a secondary hinge. The hinge looks that far that way and that far that way. It seems like it goes more to the left, but and of course it can rotate and get quizzical and monstrous, and I'll zoom in on his face. It's almost no use. Whatever you see right now, that's what you're gonna see when I zoom in. His face is just a thing that's there. The shoulders, they can crunch in all the way. There we go. They can go out all the way. They can rotate right here. And if you use this transformation hinge, it can act like a butterfly joint that can come forward pretty much all the way. So that's good. He can scratch his own back just about, or scratch his other shoulder with that hand. And let's see. Yeah. This actually rotates weirdly, so it does bump into this part right here. So you have to make sure you clear that. Then the other arms, let's show you what's the same on each arms. He has the bicep swivel on both sides. He has double jointed elbows that go all the way up on both sides. And this wrist only hinges here. And these fingers, as fun as they look, do not articulate at all. That disappointed me. But on this arm, he has a rotation here. This scoop thing right here can go out that much and come in. You can actually separate, and these pincher things can come back that far and come in that much. No waist joint. The hips get interesting. They can go up like this or go outward, I guess I should say. They can go back like that to also accommodate for articulation, since they're so weird. This little thing right here goes up, and there's something else. So basically just outward that much and up like that. Then they swivel right here on this joint all the way up. It swivels here above the knee. Unfortunately, his legs cannot get out of that bent monster stance right there. And there's basically nothing in the feet under that. I mean, you can do this, but what is that? What is that? That does not look good. And it's not supposed to be like that. And you can do this. Messing around, I can get basically whatever pose I want, but you're just not going to have that ankle pivot. Just know that. And there's no waist joint. Feel wise, he does turn into an arm or a hand. He feels lighter to me than the other figures, but I'm going to have to go grab them, the two leg bots that I have, and jog my memory. But I remember them feeling heavier than this one. But maybe he is purposefully lighter. Let me just get them instead of keep talking about it. Alright, here are my Voyager Class Constructicons so far. And that might... they're probably the same weight. Especially this guy really feels light. If I complete these, I already seen a review for the full combined mode. If I get all of these, it's going to be on the strength of their individual robots. And these two were the most anticipated, to be honest. And when I saw Overload, I think that's his name, Overload, I was like, I really like that design. The two robots that were never in the movie, or if they were in the movie, it was rather brief. Him and Overload. I definitely didn't see Overload in the movie. Those were the main two I liked the most as far as their robot mode design. But as you know, instead of me wasting time guessing their weight and whatnot, I got a scale. He is 5.7 ounces. And this one is 5.9 ounces. And this one is 7.4 ounces. So, yeah. If my brain can actually pick up the fact that this is 0.2 ounces lighter, that's amazing. If you need other units of measurement, Google is your friend again. To let you see, I do also have these two. I never reviewed this one because what even is this? I only bought it because I was able to use my son's discount at Walmart. Yeah. This is something you buy specifically just to finish off the set, just like a Build-A-Figure with Marvel Legends. I do not like that design at all. Like, it looks like one of the monsters off of friggin' Poltergeist. I don't even begin to even... What is he, a chicken T-Rex? I guess I should give y'all that close-up on the head sculpt that I mentioned. Yeah. If he has eye paint on there, it is unseeable. But most of their faces look like cribs and all types of aliens and whatnot. But while I'm here, here's some of the details. They do have like visible waffling. They tried to mold in some details so it wouldn't bug you so much. But that's the main hollow looking area, I guess. They did a good job covering the whole body, and he's a solid figure, and yeah, can't really complain too much. It's sculpted all the way around. It looks good. Alright, transformation. I got stumped on this guy. I usually try to figure them out without the instruction manual, but I had no idea that this could open up. But after you do that, you can shove his head in there, and you gotta like forcefully push that. One more click, shut that up. Push the butterfly joints forward and bring this up into that orientation, and bring this tight combiner joint that way. Now we need to lift this cabin part, or the cockpit, the driver's seat up. Lift that up and bring the shoulders in. But you need to, while you're bringing this in, you need to make sure that this arm is like down in this orientation on both sides, while lifting this up at the same time before you get the other arm all the way up. Then you have to try to maneuver it in such a way whereas this peg can go into that slot there on both sides, and this peg right here on both sides can go into the back of the arms, into two peg ports. But once you do that, you need to angle this in such a way whereas that's like this, and bring the hand down right there and peg the wrist together. Now the legs. The legs are kind of weird. We need to detach that from here. This peg is actually going into a little port right there. Get that out of the way. Then we need to move this out of the way while swinging this way. Bring the wheels into this orientation and spin it. And it's a lot of getting stuff out of the way during this transformation. We'll rotate it into a point where this can clear that. Shut this up. Let's try to do that on this side. Detach the scoop from the full wheel right here. Bend that out. Push that past this. Swing that around. Stretch everything out. Getting past this. Now there's a peg here on this full wheel. And it's nice that they painted that. And peg that into here, back here. Peg that in on both sides. Meanwhile, bring this up, bring that down, and like put it into a position whereas this can slot into that on both sides. And wait, we aren't clearing something on this side. Bruh, this isn't straight. Okay, now that we have that clear, we should be able to get that into there. So now he is whatever you call this construction vehicle right there. He has no problem rolling on these big wheels. Rolls awesome, excellently. There is a ton of freaking detail. It's nice. I don't believe this guy has a Decepticon logo on his body, like at all. And it actually has functionality besides the wheels. You can lift this up. And you can lower that. So it does actually have functionality. Now, I probably have, oh wait. The arm is supposed to go into the hand is supposed to go into the back of that. I was like, I knew I must not have something right because I don't remember this like coming apart so much. But even still, this peg right there is fighting. The first time I did this, I don't remember that peg coming apart like that, but that lifts up, that lowers. If you can hear that stupid dog, sorry. Yeah, like I said, a lot of detail. Can't complain about it. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not feel like transforming any of those Constructicons into a vehicle. Here are this. This is Deluxe Bumblebee. So if you think that's an accurate scale, none of these vehicles scale well anyway, so it defeats the whole point. I have Deluxe friggin' Sideswipe from Siege over here. And I have freaking reaching around my lamps and junk. Leader Class Earthrise Optimus. So, yeah. If you got him, you should know how big this thing is. If you need comparisons, once again, Google people. I'm sorry to do that to y'all, but Studio Series Constructicon comparison, I'm pretty sure somebody got all those pictures out there. Prime versus Prime already reviewed all this mess. Anyhow, reverse transformation is always easier. That's why all the other reviewers start from vehicle mode, even though they're not packaged that way. Separate this, and I'm not doing a combine mode unless I actually decide that I'm buying all these. Shut that. Could bring these claws out. Okay, detach this. We can get that around easier. Might as well rotate it now while we're at it. Move the wheel inward so we can get this past, and now we can peg that into here and open this up and bring this up to there. All right, let's try to do that smoother on this side. Move the wheel like that, rotate this stuff past, bring the wheel back, shove this, bend this right here so that the peg can go inside of the wheel, open that up and bring that forward. All right, so now we have his legs done. It's just the arms. On peg there, on peg here, on peg up under here, like a lift and kind of bring that out, lift and bring that out. Now we can put this right there. I don't think that gets in the way. Leave the arms like they are. Rotate this combiner joint. Bring this down to here. Plug in the faux butterfly joint. Might as well rotate the elbows into their forward position. Open this up. Bring that out and then shut that. Now you see how easy that was compared to the other way around. They come in robot mode. Everybody should review the thing from the mode that it's actually packaged in, especially if they're not gonna show both transformations like I've been doing in all these Studio Series reviews. But like the robot mode, main gripe is no ankle pivot, like I said. The hips are kind of weird, and I wish the hand open. Vehicle mode, it stays together mostly well. I did have a few issues, but I really like the vehicle modes. Can't complain about that. Combine mode, I'll see if I ever get there. I need to get 3 more of these guys. I'm waiting for Mixmaster to be on clearance. I'm definitely getting Overload because I found he was on pre-order for $30 instead of $50. And the one that turns into the big wheel, I can't remember his name. Ugh, I hope I find that for cheap as well. But we'll see. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. Make sure your notifications are up to date as far as my channel. Click the bell and all that junk. Thank y'all for watching this video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these.